Couture here, and in today's guitar lesson I'm going to be showing you something really cool. So it's something you can use in your solos to add some extra spice, right? Give you a new flavor that maybe you haven't really used before. So we're going to be talking about using chromaticism in your solos. So using chromatics. And specifically for this lesson, the space in between the notes of any scale you're using. Okay? So first off, let's just talk about the chromatic scale, right? What is chromaticism anyway? So the chromatic scale is the scale that we use all 12 notes in music, right? We use 12 notes in music, right? In the Western world. So to play a chromatic scale, the easiest way would be play an open string and then just play every fret in order. 12th fret is the same as open, 12 notes in music, right? So we just played a chromatic scale. So we're using all the notes, and that's what it sounds like. That's what the chromatic scale sounds like. You can try that. But how can we add these extra notes in our solos? So here's what I want to do. Specifically, I want to use the space in between the notes of a scale. So let's take a scale that we all know, right? A minor pentatonic. We'll do this starting from the 5th fret. Right? Everyone pretty much knows that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the empty spaces in between the notes of the scale and fill those spaces and use that in our solo. So this is one approach to using chromaticism. So let's check it out. So the first one, right, we use the 1 and 4 finger. Now we have 2 notes in between those two. So to fill that space, we would play, right? The next string is 1 and 3, but we have this space here, so next string is the same. Let's fill the space. Right? Again the same. The next one is 1 4 and then 1 4, right? So let's fill the space. And again, backwards. So that's how we fill the space in between all the notes in this scale. Now, first up, let me just tell you, this idea can be used in any genre of music and also with any scale. Okay? Any scale, except for the chromatic scale because that's where we use them all. But any scale, you can fill all the spaces if you want. Now, the idea is we're going to jam, and the idea is start and end a phrase on a note that is in the scale, right? Like these two are in the scale, right? But let's use notes in between it, like passing tones, to get from one place to the next to create the extra flavor. So, but you want to end on a note that isn't a scale, or else it might sound kind of weird, right? And start on a note that isn't a scale. You don't have to, but let's just try it like that. So start and end on a note in the scale. Okay? So let me give you a little demo. Okay? So check it out. Very basic, right? So there I started with just normal stuff in the scale, so we can mix this with the scale. Mix the chromatic lines without chromatic lines. Don't have to do it all the time, but you can go in and out of that idea. So, see? Just one idea. So there I use, right? And then there, right? So, do a little more. So I'm just messing around and I'm just mixing some notes. I'm mixing the scale and then I'm doing some chromatic stuff and then just the scale and then some chromatic stuff. So that's the idea here, alright? Let me give you an opportunity to try that out. So first, make sure you've tried just playing the scale, filling all the spaces. go ahead and try doing a little bit of soloing and mixing that idea, all right? Here we go. Alright guys, so that's it. That's the basic idea for this. Now remember, you can use this in any genre, using any scale, any style of music, anything, alright? So go ahead, experiment with this, experiment with different scales as well, and maybe you'll get some new sounds that you just never thought of before, right? So anyway, go ahead and experiment with it. I hope you like this. Get to practicing, have fun jamming, and let's use some chromaticism, right?